But I can honestly say on both sides, on my mother's side, I don't know that anyone's ever asked me questions. They probably wondered who the women were, why I had so many female friends.
Right.
Uh, you know, but and on my father's side, I really wasn't, I was never really home. When they saw me as an adult, it was like very sporadic and very
Hmm.
short periods of time. So it wasn't a whole lot of time for them to be able to ask me a whole lot of questions. I do know that there are some after me, right? But again, like you said, it is a heavy, heavy burden. I am open to the questions to be able to answer and
Hmm.
whatnot, um if they're brave enough to come and ask, right? So a lot of my elders and my on my mom's side are in their 70s and 80s, and they ain't asking a whole lot of questions, right? They
Right.
just gonna try to be as respectful as they can, with their
They know
level
they
of,
was,
for
they was
sure.
listening to Lucille Bogan back then.
But yeah, so on my father's side, I have other members, who are, I feel like, after me, that are out and on the LGBTQ spectrum. And I don't know, I don't want to answer for them in terms of how they've treated them and how, if there was any questions or interrogation or anything that of that nature. But I, I'm totally open to it. So that's for
Right.
me. That's how I provide an inclusive space for my
Hmm.
surroundings, right? And the same thing with the kids. I never asked them, who they're dating, what gender, what have you. That's not for me to decide.
Right.
And even if you want to be fluid, that's up to you. You have to answer for
Right.
yourself at
Yeah.
some point. You know what I'm saying? So my job really at this point as a parent or co-parent is just to help you navigate through that, right?
Give you the
To
tools to be successful.
Right, bounce ideas, have conversations if you choose or if you feel comfortable. That's it. It's not to now what I won't do, you can't be disrespectful. You can't be
Right.
abusive and all of that, right? That's I tend not to have much what's the word I'm looking for? Patience
Hmm. I
or
was I was
that
waiting
kind
for
of
you to go
behavior.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have a lot of patience for that, right? But I also know that sometimes those things happen. I just don't want to close the door for, any child of ours to be able to come to us and not share what it is they feeling or what it is they going through.
But and one of the lesson learned from that is one. Well, let me add something to what you said.
Yeah.
I also make sure because my oldest niece, my favorite
Hmm.
auntie, she's a lesbian as well. She has a girlfriend, but she has to understand I'm not that auntie. You're
Okay.
not going to come up here and live in my house and just have a whole lesbianic lifestyle. That's not how that works. I have rules.
Lesbianic.
I have respect. Yeah, we're not doing that.